next thing you do is get the end of your gas tube, slide it into the hole in your upper receiver, right there, and then you get the other end, and that's the bottom end because you're tapping gas off the barrel. It has a little curve going up. So slide it in. You want to make sure that that hole where the roll pin is going into is going to be horizontal. Slide it in and you look for it right there. And then you gotta line up that hole, but it's a little hard to do with one hand, so I'm gonna put the camera down. As you can see, the hole in the gas tube is lined up with the hole in the gas block, so I can put the roll pin through. You want to make sure it's lined up as perfectly as you can get it, because you're going to be popping a roll pin through there, and this is probably the biggest pain in the world. I think in building an AR it's the biggest pain. But also you want to make sure that the gas tube, it's actually in the hole and not like the end of the gas tube isn't back here, because you will hit yourself if you put the roll pin in and then pull on your gas tube and realize you didn't really fasten it. So make sure you see the gas tube slide past and then the hole slide into view and then line it up. Okay? Got the gas tube in. One of the tricks I learned is pliers with electrical tape on them. One, you put the electrical tape on the other side of the gas block, like over there, and then you get the roll pin up here and then you squeeze it together. You want to be really careful. You don't want to ding up your gas block, because unless you don't mind. This one's going to be visible outside of the handguard, so I don't want to ding it up. So it actually turned out real well. Another thing, sometimes this roll pin was really easy to get in for some reason. I mean, not too easy. You don't want it too easy because you don't want it falling out. Sometimes they're a humongous bear to get in. And so in the past I've actually gotten a drill bit the size of the hole that I can already slide through there, and then I just ream it like just a few times without really putting a lot of pressure on it, and it just removes any of the little shards of metal getting in the way, and then the roll pin goes in a lot easier. So once that's done, that's the biggest pain in the butt. You should be home free. So next we'll get it up on our action block or panther claw, and then put the rail on. One thing I did forget to mention, on your gas block on the bottom there's these little screws. This barrel actually had an indentation in the barrel for the rear screw, and it's a little weird because it's a tiny bit forward of where it's supposed to be, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain. But anyways, you got to make sure you tighten those. They take Allen wrenches, so make sure you tighten those up real good. You don't want your gas block coming loose while you're shooting. Okay, so we got our upper and the panther claw. Slide on the quad rail over the gas block and the gas tube. Make sure your pins are in. And then tighten it up. If you're going to use this rail system, it has its own little wrench, which you don't have to use this. You can use other stuff, whatever you can find, but you're gonna ding up your rail if you do. So I went ahead and bought this wrench. I forget, it was like 10 or 20 bucks from Daniel Defense. You can find them on a few other websites too. But it just goes in these notches on the nut, and then you just tighten it down real good. Once you finish tightening that, your upper is basically done. You have a sweet action new upper receiver, VLTOR MUR. You Defense M4, 9-inch rail, VLTOR Pro gas block, wide Oak Armament, stainless steel match grade barrel with a 1 7 twist, YHM Phantom. That's perm attached for a 14.5-inch barrel. You're ready to rock. You can throw it on a lower, throw on all the accessories. I'll show some of the accessories I'm throwing on. And that's it.